Good evening at 6 p.m. We'll call to order the meeting of the Auburn Common Council. We'll begin with a moment of silent meditation or reflection, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Turn on your We'll give it a roll call. Councilman Fincham.
Here.
Councilman Braun.
Here.
Councilman Webb.
Here.
Councilwoman DeWitt.
Here.
Councilman Williams.
Here.
Councilman Bundy.
Here.
Councilwoman Prosser.
Here.
Council, in front of you, you have the meeting minutes from the December 17th meeting.
Move to approve as presented. Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Recognition of visitors. We have Andy Barron, Mike Littlejohn, Rosalie Fugate, Lily Fugate, Chuck Vanderpool, Jim Cataract, Jeff Jones, Suzanne Davis. Welcome. Move on to communications. Is there anyone in the public that would like to address the council? Is there anyone in the public that would like to address the council? Hearing none, we'll move on. Clerk Treasurer.
Good evening. I have the credit vouchers for $1,687,718.73.
Move to approve. Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the vouchers. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I also have the November bank reconciliation on the website for your review.
Thank you. Ordinances and resolutions.
Ordinance number 2025-1, an ordinance amending the zoning map of the city of Auburn, Indiana. Summary, an ordinance to reclassify the zoning of 714 Hazel Street from R2, medium density, single family residential district, to C2, general commercial district. Would anybody like to make a motion on 2025-1? Would anybody like to make a motion? I believe that fails for lack of a motion. And that is it for ordinances.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll move on to reports. So under Mayor, I will announce appointments to boards and commissions for 2025. For department head appointments, we have Electric Department. General Manager is Justin Fry. Auburn Essential Services, Susan Geyer. Water Department, Randy Harvey. Water Pollution Control, Todd Sadison. Engineering, Daryl McConnell. Information Systems, Ramel Ozanovic. Human Resources, Christina Walters. Parks, Eric Dibmars. Building and Planning Department, we have an interim administrator, Ryan Shamball. Police Chief, Corey Heffelfinger. Fire Chief, Doug Cox. And Street Department, Bill Brandon. Boards and commissions, Board of Works, Tim Schwartz and Nick Schumann. Alcohol and Beverage Commission, Doug Donaldson. Council on Aging, Julia Hymack. Cal Visitors Bureau, Heather Miller and Karen Health Gott. Reappointment to Park Board, it's Ben Nordman. Redevelopment Commission, Shelley Schmaltz, Denny Ketzenberger, Eric Bowser. Tree Commission, Eric Nickerson. Board of Zoning Appeals, David Schlemmer. And due to the resignation of Barry Holler, I have appointed Lori Samuelson to complete her term. Plan Commission, One of the vacancies this year for Stephanie Lehman is Devin Bolin. He'll fulfill that term. And then Tammy Bailey is filling the vacancy due to Heather Stanley's resignation. And that is all I have for board commission appointments. Council President.
I will open the floor for nominations for council president for 2025.
Yes, I would like to thank Councilwoman DeWitt for the work she has done, a lot of energy into that. We've made some good progress, and I would like to nominate her for president for another year.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion.
Point of procedure, there's no second required on nominations, so that's just a point of procedure.
And then vote.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
have to agree.
unless there's comment
Is
or other
there,
nominations.
so we have a nomination for Natalie DeWitt to remain as council president. Any questions or discussion?
I have some discussion. I mean, up until 2023, we had continually rotated the presidential spot because back in the day, there was not that much involved with that position. I mean, you appointed every year the redevelopment commission. We didn't set our own committees, so that was not something we did at the time. Also, basically signing the document over the summer is about the only other thing, unless the mayor's absent. So if anybody still wants it, I think Dave would be the next one in the rotation, followed by me and then Kevin. I don't know why last year I wasn't able to be at the meeting to speak. I probably would have mentioned it at that point. But if Kevin was always the one that would always want it for 2 years and then have it move on. So we've had it for 2 years. I don't know if we want to move it on or not. So nobody else is willing to want to move it on, that's fine.
Natalie, are you interested in doing it again?
Sure. It's a lot of work. I really enjoy it.
It is a lot of work, but you do a good job.
I move the nominations be closed.
So we have a nomination for Natalie DeWitt to be council president for 2025. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
All right, so committees for 2025. I know I've touched base with everybody just to have things prepped. Tax phase-in will remain the same. Councilman Webb being chairman, Councilman Williams, and then myself. Ordinance Committee, chairman will be Councilman Fincham with Councilman Braun and Councilman Bundy. And then Finance Committee, I'll be the chairman again, and then Councilman Webb and Councilwoman Prosser. Department liaisons, Auburn Essential Services, Councilman Webb and myself. Building and Planning Department, Councilman Fincham and myself. Electric Department, Councilman Bundy and myself. Engineering Department, Councilman Fincham and Councilwoman Prosser. Fire Department, Councilman Bundy and Braun. Parks and Rec, Councilman Webb and Councilman Prosser, or Councilwoman Prosser. Police, Councilman Bundy and Councilman Braun. Sewer, Councilman Webb and Councilman Williams. Water, Councilman Webb and Councilman Williams. General City, Mayor, Clerk, and HR, myself. Street Department, Councilwoman Prosser and Councilman Fincham. And then IT Department, Councilman Fincham and myself. And then council appointments for this year will be Plan Commission, Councilman Fincham. Redevelopment Commission, Councilman Braun. And Pete Kemp Jr. And BZA is still Pete Kemp Sr. He is up in 2027. And then County Economic Development Commission, Mike Watson. That's all I have.
Are the redevelopment ones we have to vote on every year? I thought those were the only ones that are annual appointments and we have to do it every year. So that needs to be made by motion or nomination and vote, I believe.
I think we have voted on that. Redevelopment.
Redevelopment is the only one that's a yearly everything else, the part like plan commission is for 4-year terms.
Okay. So just redevelopment, what about the county economic?
That's annual.
That's annual as well, okay.
Okay, so
So we need to do both
Okay.
of those.
So we'll take a vote for,
And you can nominate, I guess we need to nominate technically, but you can do it from the chair and just nominate those, close them, because we're all okay with them.
okay,
But technically,
so, nominations for redevelopment commission, Councilman Braun and Pete Kemp Jr. I'll close nominations and take a vote.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and then county economic development commission, Mike Watson. I'll close nominations. All in favor?
Aye.
Perfect, thank you.
Thanks. Plan commission.
So we have a meeting next week, and there's 3 items under new business. Radford Leasing has a development plan for a 11,000 square foot canopy and gravel storage located at 5005 County Road 29. Sonic, this was actually on BTV today at school. Their development plan is going to come before the Plan Commission, and it's over at 1520 Shook Drive, kind of over by where Mike Car Wash is. And then Dairy Queen also has a modification for their trash enclosure materials. So they're modifying what's going on, what they had done with their previous plan. That's it.
Committees.
Nothing for tax days then.
Finance committee, we should have probably a meeting in early spring, so we'll just keep everyone posted on that.
Nothing with ordinance and resolution this time.
Is there any unfinished business? Any new business? General good and welfare of the community? Moving on to announcements, next regular meeting is Tuesday, January 21st, 2025 at 6 p.m.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion second to adjourn. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?